What's up, guys? I think I'm live. Let me know if you guys have any problems hearing me as I'm outside. What's going on? I see Alfie Dead Dark Deadly. I see Monk's Music. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. So I'm about to open up the Sunday tour. I am here on location. We're at the beach as a family. Figured I'd pull out the laptop and hang out with you guys. Obviously, these tour reactions are kind of a bonus. They're not my main content. Obviously, the rundown is the flagship content. I just like being able to hang out with you guys as I'm opening up the game. I'm gonna do it anyway. Can hear me fine. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So let me know if you guys are in the U.S. If you had a good Labor Day. We're here for the week. Got a little pool behind me, a little fun little area. We had a lot of the family here for Labor Day, but now it's just the fam, just hanging out. What's going on? How's it going?
Go jump in the pool, stud.
Yeah, well, definitely later. Give me 1 second. Let me turn you up. All right. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. I just woke up.
That's awesome. Yeah, I woke up about 30 minutes ago. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's hang out. What'd you think about the Madrid tour, vacation tour, whatever tour it was?
Oh, I loved it. I loved Madrid. It was so much better than Romavanti, not gonna lie. So the music was fantastic. So I miss it already.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, getting to use some of the Giant Banana and Lucky 7 in that soccer stadium. Madrid 1, definitely, in my opinion, better than Madrid 2. It was definitely a fun track, one that I'll look forward to hopefully coming back to. But, yeah, I wish I would have done – I really didn't get to play much the tour. In fact, I think it was one of the first tours where I didn't get to finish the token pipe. I just never – I set up a couple times to try to do the voice command, and I think I had like 3 more pipes left, so it's not the end of the world. But I also don't think I got top 100. I literally started yesterday at I think like 4 p.m. and yeah, I don't think I got it. I think it was like probably just barely over 2 million. But I would say that I wouldn't say purposely did that, but let's just say that I wouldn't mind going for top 10 in the next couple weeks. Work slowed down, and we'll see what happens. So
let's go.
Let's see what happens. It's all about timing. It's all about finding the right time. So I will be here. My wife will actually be headed home. So I'll have 3 days here with the boys. They'll be hanging out at the pool. Let's see what happens. I think I'll try to grind some tracks and see if it works out. If it doesn't work out, after 3 or 4 days, it doesn't work out. But I'll have a lot of driver tickets left. I have a mediocre number of Kart tickets. It's like zero glider tickets. I went all in on the Wonderful Diamond. And I looked at some of the tracks. Looks like they had some vanilla lake tracks anyway. So we'll see what happens. Might be worth it. What's up, Antilev? What's up, Crazy? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Cool. All right. Well, Hero, you have to help me out here. We're going through the Sunday tour. Obviously, we got Penguin Luigi and Penguin Mario. Not quite as exciting, but I have heard there might be a special driver coming up here soon. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I just opened the app too, so
okay,
we're all in this together.
That'll work too. Usually the chat's pretty good about. Let me know later on if I missed anything. But how'd you do in ranked?
Easy. First place, just like you. So I got the blooper me.
Nice. Yeah, because I was so far behind on all cup ranking, just a crazy last 2 weeks, both at work and personal, and trying to get here to the beach, etc. But yeah, I did like the bare minimum. I didn't even do the battle track much at all. I think I just used a random run, probably left 20, 30K, whatever on the track. What did you think about having a battle track and ranked?
No good. No bueno. That's it.
Did you? Yeah, what's up, Puffton? How you doing? Thanks again for throwing together the Sunday background. Yeah, man. Like I said, I can't get excited about it, and that's really one of my fears that I'll have if I do go for a top 10 run, is like having to max out that battle track score. That just seems so daunting to me. Just thinking about like going over and over and over again, and I don't know. To me, that's like my number one fear of going for a top 10 run. Did you, some of your runs, How did you treat battle? I mean, was battle fixed by then?
Um,
Battle mode in all cup ranking?
Honestly, it's just so difficult now that they fixed that glitch. So it's just really really tough. I mean, I think I got lucky with Paris B. I managed to get a K run. I think I was 4K behind my estimate, but I don't know what was my run. Like it was just really, it's just really daunting, and I don't think they're ever gonna fix this. In which they should put battle mode not for ACR purposes. Only multiplayer. But I don't think they're ever gonna do that. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
For sure. Yeah. What's up, Rachel J? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, Anselov mentioned when he went for all cup ranking, he had that was back when they had 4 battle tracks, which is just insane to think about. I'm so glad that they have at least nerfed it a little bit. Funny enough, Paris B was the only reason I managed to get first place. Well, congratulations, Eva Taco. I know you've been climbing the ranks. Really didn't want to invest into items for Madrid too. Yeah, I'm with you there too. I don't even feel like getting too excited about, but it's, as you can see from my from my drivers, a lot of me's involved. Definitely between Wiggler and Petey Piranha and the gold me for obvious reasons. Big into them, but definitely left a lot of points on the track.
Who's number one? Moment of truth.
I think Kareem had over 2 million. Let's see. Gagne East, 2.15 million points. Sorry, no, 250, just 215. I'm thinking like
if only 2 million.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll get there. We'll get there one day. The way that these base points are going up, Kareem just absolutely monster loadout. He was rocking the Nabbit me, along with looks like Mario Tuxedo instead of PD Piranha. But I guess between him, I mean, I think Coinbox. I mean, I honestly, I had a hard time even thinking about boomboxing in a battle track. That just seemed like not plausible. So let me know in the chat if you got a boombox in the battle track, the Paris B. It's
Hello,
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I had to talk about boomboxing on the battle track, and that was a terrible experience. I couldn't really get any good ones.
I don't even know. Is there like a method to the madness? Did you end up just getting some couple coin boxes?
I was trying to follow around the coin box spots, but they'd never put any. And then even if they did, it's like I've spent so long following them that my action count is just terrible.
Yeah, and timing's probably running beyond that good effort.
Yeah, I just got an okay, well fought run, but would much rather be using a coin box.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Antelope just let me know that it's 4 times again for this tour, 4 battle tracks in all cup ranking. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I hope you're just you're just messing with us, Antelope, because that sounds terrible. What's going on?
It was 4 times last year as well.
What's that?
It was 4 times last tour as well.
Yeah, probably because they were probably showing off the Paris battle track. Yeah, that makes sense. Very strange they went back to 4 battle tracks for a single tour during the Sunshine Tour. Never mind, back again. When will the announcement drop? I think he's talking about the update. It says Zooms. We had a little update in the data mining of when there'll be a big update. But again, it just entered the data mining, so yeah, it's tough to think. What do you think? Is it coming this? I mean, we can't assume it's going to come this tour, but it should come. My guess is like around the anniversary. I mean, if they do make any major changes, they'll warn us to some extent. Like major changes, like update like that. That's what I'm thinking. That update is. It's like, hey, in 2 tours we'll be doing this. Not as compared to introducing new items, We've kind of talked about new tickets or like new assets to the game. There's going to be no warning for sure. Grace says boomboxing on a battle track is possible, but not very worth my sanity. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, man? All right, so Kareem, yeah, crushed it, absolutely monster. Pretty standard meta. I would say the Candlelight Flight Cake, he's pretty excited about, and obviously he has an 8-7-15. What's going on, Salami? Hi, really looking forward to this tour. Yeah, we're about to get into it. We'll kind of review some of the stud fam. We got Raker 191, Carlos 186, I assume he is the pit crew chief now. Plugged in, got 186. C Neo 185. Jeeves 183. Montana 182. Hero, you got 179. Any you rocking the gold Yoshi gold something, huh?
Yep, your favorite, Gold Yoshi, Gold something.
I love the pink comet, man. That makes me just so excited.
I love it too. It's my baby.
I got
so cute.
a matching 805 as well. I love it. So happy about that investment. I'm sure you loved it and ranked as well. Liam Helock 178, Antilev 177, Frenzy Grind 175, G Siegel 174. What score were you the most proud of, bud?
I mean, I guess the Berlin one is probably the most impressive because I was over 200.
Nice.
The game just gave me a triple coin box frenzy while I was just like doing my daily coins, and I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, it makes up for all the times that they don't give it to us when we're actually trying to go for it. I do like these rainbow flappy wings at 715. Did that do a lot for your account?
I mean, I just took it off because it came out in like the tour I went for top 100 with DK. It hadn't done too much so far, but it's getting a couple of nice things here and there. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but congratulations on that. Natalie 170, Sammy D 169, Shadow Legend 168, Ronnie 168, Frenzy Fans 167. There's my 164. Avi 162, Draco 159, Raz 158, Matt Aldridge 156, Edito 156, Jose Calma 154, Isa 152, Larry 152, Luca 152 as well. That seems to be a popular score there. SMG 151, Bob Blah Blah 151. Got Groovy at 150, Adam 82, 149, Big Brolo 149, Spy2K 145, Clovington 145, Nikki V 143, Crazy 140, So Crazy 138. Nice to see you guys back to back. Zooms 136, Friends Fan Girl 136, Shy Guy Kart 134, Brian Voice 132, Yowie 127, Snuffles 126, This Be Chris 113, N2CJN 108, Tyler 104, SM Bros 101, Breeden 90, Marco 81, Wooloop 66. So that's the stud fam. GG's to all the great performances. Like I said, last tour was probably the least amount of time I spent in a tour, probably all year. So I'm excited. Hopefully it's a calm before the storm. We'll see. I'm still hedging a bit. As you can see, I have to see what's going on this tour. I have to see it. As I said, I had a bad loadout for Berlin. So Berlin had some tough ones. I remember week one had some tough decisions as well. I think having the blooper me suit up for grabs made it a little tough, but thankfully a lot of you guys pulled it out. Instead was rocking with a level 4 driver. Level 4 driver, level 5 cart. Yeah, Berlin was weird. I like using the coin box, but definitely an interesting track. I was using the Wiggler myself, which I invested in a while ago. Would have never got Pick Crew Chief even if I invested there. Yeah, man, I'm with you. Even Taco, my best cart for Berlin R is Gold Zucchini. And then add Andy S. High Studfit, 141 area with a 67,000 on the last track. Congratulations, Andy. But Paris was not fun. I'm happy to get out of Paris. I don't want to be. I'm kind of over Paris. If I had to like take out any city track in the game, I don't know, man. Paris is fine. I definitely feel like I'd have to take out. Even the Promptline Cove was weird for All Cup ranking as well. But the Tokyo was okay. It was kind of fun, kind of nostalgic. But I'd probably take out either that or Paris, to be honest with you. Secramac, what's up? Your virtual background is looking fresh. Yes, that is thanks to Puffton. Puffton put together a sweet background for the Sundae tour, which I'm excited to get back into. Sky High Sundae, man, I miss it. I find Paris to be generally one of the weakest cities. I'm with you there. Cool. I got the extreme challenges. I think some of the whales are coming up close to it, but I know there's a lot in the community that's still probably a year out from getting all these. Even 10 weeks from now, like trying to or 10 weeks from now, going to take us into pretty close to the end of the year. We'll probably at least till the end of October.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Paris is okay, just not battle mode. I'm with you there. All right, cool. So it looks like we have Sky High Sundae, Vanilla Lake, look like R. We'll get into it. Let's do the news first, and we'll see how long the kids stay asleep. They were up till midnight, so I was like, let's keep them awake so I can sleep in and then do this with you guys a little later. Penguin Mario, Penguin Slider, both have the Rosalina Ice World R. Okay, that must be a rank eligible course for the first half of the tour as favorite courses, and the Wiggler Gold. There he is. For Sky High Sundae is a favorite course, are in the spotlight. We knew he was coming in the spotlight. Where I think rumor has it, rumors confirmed, it should be Coinbox. So kind of anticlimactic here on the reaction, but man, I'd love to see if he pairs really well with the me meta. I have no problem, taking him to level 8 quad cap and making a run at it with Coinbox, man. But if he just has a bunch of me overlap, that sounds man, that would be pretty dirty for him. I mean, they come out with all these wigglers. I know people have been talking about Poochie, and why don't we have gold, all these other characters, and we'll see. Hopefully the Wiggler Gold, Wiggler Me, and regular Wiggler don't all get the same tracks. That's kind of the fear of the community. We'll find out here in a second.
Yeah.
All right.
This is really weird stuff. Whenever there's a new track, my loadout is always 188. It's so weird.
Yeah. That's kind of what Nintendo does. I think last tour, week 1, I had like a level 3 Kart, and then and then another track I had a level 8 glider or a level 3 glider. That's where I took up Wonderful Diamond. But yeah, man, they've been trying to screw us over all year. It's kind of their new way that they troll us. They're always finding new ways to troll us. Eva Taco says, what are we gonna call Gold Wiggler? Giggler? That's a good question.
Oh no. No.
No Giggler? We need Antelope.
I've seen a lot of people say Giggler.
Giggler. Yeah, it is kind of catchy. Antelope's back. Antelope, you got a day or two to work on a name for our Gold Wiggler. Otherwise, it's Giggler. What's up, Dr. J? I already took him to level 7, triple uncapped, because it's Wiggler. Yeah, a lot of Wiggler fans, which is nice.
Let's check the coverage for Gold Wiggler.
Let's get into it.
Actually,
let me wrap up the news. I do see an Ice Cream Me racing suit. Is on sale. That one's from last year. Nothing new there. Introducing Premium Challenge Plus. Glad that is back. Ooh, a little Wild Wiggler cart. Interesting. And Pit Crew, the yellow Pit Crew. He's been out for a while. Giant Banana. He's a pretty fun one to use. You can also get King Bubba Gold and the Gold Chocolate Balloons glider. Okay. All right. First half is Ice Mario and then Tanuki. Got it. Okay, so here's this Gold Soft Swerve. Along with the Gold Penguin Wingtip. Nothing too crazy there. Oh, all right. So it's Penguin Luigi as the badge, which looks okay. Does he normally have an orange brim like that? I guess he does because it's a penguin's beak, right? Nothing new there. All right, it does look okay. I was just glad it's not Mario. He just looks lame. So we got the Flying Flappers glider on sale. Ooh. Little spooky sprinkle. I like the spooky sprinkle. That could play well in this in the fall as well, as it continues to get buffs. Interesting. Looks like the skill is Blooper Plus, Antelope's favorite. And it looks like, just from looking at some of these courses, try not to spoil too much of it, but DK Summit, Vanilla Lake 2, Vanilla Lake 2R, Sky High Sundae is back, obviously. Vanilla Lake, a lot of Vanilla Lake 2. And then Remix Vanilla Lake. It does get the Battle Course and Luigi Circuit RT. I think Luigi Circuit some of those Luigi circuits, I might have a tough loadout. I'm trying to remember. But it looks like we got a lot of winter courses, which is fine. As you know, I do believe there is a winter curse. What do you guys think about the winter curse? Do you think we'll get these winter tracks now and then not see them to the winter? Maybe get 2 tours back to back, and then probably not see any winter items until next August or September. That's just kind of how they've been doing it. 1 or 2 sprinkled in, but we'll see. All right, and then here we go. Giggler. Angela, your time's ticking, bud. We got Giggler.
Just say Giggler at this point. I think.
I mean, you'll know which one I'm talking about. But we got Gold Wiggler here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
105 rubies. I'm going to obviously get him, grab him here. And he's holding his coin box there. He looks pretty cool, though. I like that. Now, hitbox, we talking medium? We talking heavy?
Medium.
I think he's medium.
Is he medium? Obviously, I've not been using regular Wiggler. I've been using Wiggler Me, who obviously he's a medium driver because he's a Me. But yeah, I'm curious. Wiggler Gold. Let us know if he's not medium. Otherwise, we'll assume he is a medium weight.
Well, I know regular Wiggler is medium. I haven't actually driven with this guy, but I assume he's the same.
Okay. Well, we'll get it. We'll open up right now and take a look at his tracks because this means everything, at least for me.
I think his tracks are pretty interesting.
His starting coverage is actually pretty good, not gonna lie.
So he's got Cookie Land. He already gets, and that was a King Mario option for. There was a lot of gold me boosts with it, but yeah, King Mario was the best option I had. So already he would help me there. But he's got DK Summit, Sky High Sundae T. He's got regular Sky High Sundae. He's got those are the only Sky High Sundae tracks he has, which is interesting. He's got the Vanilla Lake 2 RT, Vanilla Lake 2 Remix. Okay, so 2 Remix. He has a level 6 Remix Vanilla Lake 2, and level 8 Vanilla Lake 2T. So I don't know, with these Vanilla Lake 2 tracks, they're not usually 200 action tracks, but with Coinbox, we never really had a lot of coin boxes on them. I think Kamek had one that he was top shelf on.
This is the new one that came out of this store that he's got. And he's got all 4 versions of it, so that's pretty good.
That is awesome. Okay, all right, we might be a little bit more clear than we thought. All right, so let's see if I missed anything in the news. Okay, so we have the light blue is for sale. Kart Pros here. Event tokens scattered throughout the course, which is our least favorite in the community. So for using a Coinbox driver, gonna want to bleed those coins as quickly as possible. That's brutal. That's gonna take some time, but I think if you're grinding those out while you use a boomerang and other stuff to begin with, you do a couple voice commands, I could probably get the tokens out of the coin boxes by Saturday morning. That would be hopefully by Friday. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, we got Sky High Sundae, Vanilla Lake 2, and Rosalina Ice World are interesting. I think we'll get into the coverage. I think we'll take a little stop by the shop and see what's up. We kind of already talked a little bit about those newer items. Got the penguin stuff. Wiggler we already bought. The Spotlight Shop. Okay, so I think this is the first time that we've seen the Yeehaw wagon come back. What other items are new here? I don't know if I usually have like a double monitor and I'm able to pull up Sam 70 IT's toolbox, but I could take a look at it, but I won't be able to show you guys today. Anything else you guys have heard new here?
Well, I would guess if the Yeehaw wagon's here, then the other items from that course, maybe the Fishburne stuff are in here.
Maybe the Chain Chomp Chariot? Is that oh no, that was the tour after it.
No, that's the same tour, but I think DK set might be city locked, but then the other items in that tour should be coming back.
I hope it is city locked. It's kind of a fun when they do it that way. I think they started with Volendam there. Token shop. Ooh, I kind of like this red balloon. This might be my like new favorite balloon. Not that balloons are really that important, but I like the look of that. That's pretty sweet. Like and then the daily selects. All right, rocking the glider already. And glider there. I'm running low on glider. So for those of you curious about my ticket stash, I've been saving the drivers pretty well, so I can take Wiggler up certainly to level 8 this tour, and quad cap them if I wanted to. Karts are doing okay. Glider's obviously pretty weak there. So that's what the stash looks like. And then most importantly, for any type of top run, got to get the item tickets. I got over 200, which was a lot of saving, but that did help. That was a small factor that was helpful from not really getting that top 100 run. All right, so I think we've covered anything else I'm missing in the news, guys, before we jump into loadouts on the ranked tracks.
No, I think you've got everything.
All right, cool. Good. Let me see if all right, man, I'm sorry, I missed some of the chat. Secremat, the me meta makes it difficult to invest in non-me's already. I hate that they make the new coin box are medium size, makes it even harder. Giggler will be the name. Okay, all right. So Antelov has officially approved.
Let's
Giggler.
go, Anti.
He suggested Wig Loro.
No, that's even worse. No, Giggler.
Wig Loro. That's some mental gymnastics just to get to that. I think he was trying to. Oh, Wig. I give. Oh, Giggler. Yeah, it was from Dr. J. I think that's the consensus. Please, you can invest in all Luigi alts. They get buffed into Oblivion. They do get some good buffs, but they're still not good skills. Giggler's too easy. Yeah, we want the community, even people who are like aren't paying attention, can just jump in and say, oh, Giggler, okay, Gold Wiggler, that makes sense. So we'll stick with that. Sana suggested Woggler, which is a good one, I guess. AU, is that like the
periodic table
for gold? Okay.
Waluigi? It almost sounds like it.
I think Giggler is just easy.
Giggler is just better.
It's hard to comment on anything this week without spoilers. Yeah, I'm with you, man. We have to prepare, but too early to start. Even Giggler has a metal voice filter like Metal Mario and Pink Gold and Peach. That's interesting. I did not know that. Thanks, Steve Taco.
All of the gold characters have that.
Yeah, everyone's saying he is medium, which is good to know. Andy S is hold back on Giggler for now. Good starting tracks, to be honest with you, which is nice, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd like to hear that, man. That's awesome. I feel like I might go in on it. Again, it's been a while since I've gone on any non-me, but a coin box, I miss coin box. That's what I've realized the last couple tours. Cookie Land on him makes me sad because I just upped chefed me to 6 double on cap. Giggler, everyone's going. What's going on, Juan? How's it going? Flappy Wings says Andy S. A Turtle Dude's toolbox now, though. That is correct. The Turtle Dude has taken over to manage it, but I think it'll always be 7-8 IT's toolbox. Flappy Wings in the special offer. Okay, so Flappy Wings in the special offer second week. We can all try to catch up with our friend G Siegel. All right, and there's a new cart too. Okay, let's take a look at the new cart before we move forward to to ranked. Okay, so we already saw the gold, and that's got Rocket Star Plus. Then we also have the chocolate mint soft swerve, which looks cool. Not a big brown fan, but I like that neon blue. That's pretty sweet. It's got some Sky High Sundays, at least the RT, which makes sense. I guess that's it. Yeah, it's the only Sky High Sunday. I feel like they've been, just from looking at it, looks like they've kind of held back a little bit on throwing some of these newer items on Sky High Sunday, which is interesting. We got Blingler. I kind of like Blingler. doesn't quite roll as much as Giggler, but Blingler, if you got the bling bling, gold, I like it. I like the description of the spooky sprinkle glider. Actually mentions Halloween. Ooh, okay. So that one might be one where it's like, you kind of get some winter tracks. You also get some Halloween tracks when they come up. Either way, you're enjoying the seasons. And then, is there any other cart? Okay, here's the Wild Wiggler. It looks long, does not look wide, but you never know.
I saw an image of it, and it's a tiny cart.
Tiny cart.
I saw an auto mode, and
I will say, just the one thing that helps me is in the picture. If it looks big, if it looks like blown up, it's often small. Like if you could tell, like the wheels are like a little bigger than usual. Oftentimes it's because they're like blowing up something that's small and it looks big. Whereas like something that looks really big on the picture, like the little thumbnail, I don't know, it looks tiny. It looks like it's kind of condensed because it's so big. They have to fit the same exact size, so they have to kind of shrink it in the thumbnail. That's kind of how I feel. So I feel like that is a tiny cart, and they're kind of blowing it up, kind of like the Turbo Birdos and stuff like that, just so you can see it. Cool. All right, let's get into Sky High Sundae coverage for ranked in the Ice Mario Cup in the Sundae Tour. Right off the bat, we see Gold Wiggler, our friend Giggler or Blingler, whichever we're going to be rolling with. Crazy. Very excited about the chocolate mint syrup. Love the color scheme. And Strawberry Soft Serve has been one of my best carts. Have it at 8-4. Too bad they have overlap on Cookie Land. Yikes. Anselov is throwing in a third name into the hat. Ugler. I don't think he likes the look of it. It's probably why. October's a month away, so it makes sense for the spooky sprinklers. Cart's tiny. Yeah, makes sense. Wild Wiggler is one of the smallest carts in the game. Dude. Wild Wiggler, Bane in Mario Kart 8. Super tiny hitbox, but great starting coverage. Let's try to Mario Kart 8 track. Cart. All right, so not only do we have, when we look at Coinbox, we got our buddy Giggler. We have some Mii options, both the yellow Mii suit's been doing really well in the meta. Silver Mii, where it's been a while, but he's certainly loved Lucky 7. We have White Tanuki Mario, Toad Tourist, Chef Rosalina. Okay, so this is a star-studded options for the top shelf on Sky High Sundae. Now, if I remember correctly, this track is got some narrow sections, which might be good for Giant Banana. That might be pretty strong for White Tanuki Mario, Yellow Mii Suit, and Toad Tourist, and Chef Rosalina. So plenty of Giant Banana options. Lucky 7 could be interesting. I don't know if this is a great Coinbox track, though. We'll get into it. We'll give them a little run, but Coinbox on this track.
I think the Mii Suits are boosted there, so this would be a Coinbox unique, but both times this track has shown up, the Mii's have been boosted, so I don't know if that means that much.
Yeah, we'll go. At this point in time, it's pretty obvious which ones I'm going to use. But I think at this point, we'll try out Giggler. I don't know if this is a great Coinbox track though. I just feel like it's very kind of like not Merry Mountain, like that kind of like vertical climb, but just definitely a lot of elements where I don't know, it could be tough to pick up the coins. For whatever reason, we've had a couple tracks lately and ranked where the coins fall through the track, and it's like really hard to get. Ooh, Crazy said there might be an extra box strat in this track, if he remembers correctly. Let me know if that's the case.
Yeah, there is. It's at the start.
At the start.
It's good for Lucky 7.
Yeah, dude. I like that. The silver Mii Suit being like that Lucky 7 option. Yeah, I think for most newer players who haven't invested in the Mii's, I still think that Toad Tourist is doing pretty well in the meta. Rosalina, Chef, and White Tanuki Mario aren't bad options. I know White Tanuki Mario pairs really well with a lot of things. Chef Rosalina seems to be kind of in ranked every so often. But at this point in time, I think it has to be the Mii's for a lot of players. And if you want to go into Wig Giggler, yep. I think that's not a bad option. It sounds like he's got some good starting tracks. Giant Banana, it could be 160.
I think if you take him up to...
Go ahead.
Oh,
Hero,
sorry. Go ahead.
No, Hero, you just dropped out.
Oh, yeah,
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, like, if you take a giggler to like 6 or 7. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there's still a little delay. But keep going.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
It's a little rough, but you can give it one more shot.
You can go on ahead, Stud. I'll see if I can get my Wi-Fi back.
Okay. Well, Secremax says that it could be a 200 action count track with Coinbox, but with Giant Banana, it would be 160 to 170 is probably Secremax's guess. Yeah, Andy, yes, I might be with you, man. This might be a silver me suit. Even if I were to do something special with Giggler, I still feel like I would probably use, especially if there's an extra bot strat, which for Lucky 7 is insane. Can you get if you use the extra bot strat, can you get 200 actions on Sky High Sunday with a Lucky 7, say silver me suit? Is that possible? That's what I'm curious about. We're gonna obviously go with Giggler here, just to have some fun. But we have some smaller carts. I can kind of already tell that now. That's if I remember correctly, that doesn't change much. There's a couple bigger options when you think about the pink Mark II. Obviously, I'll be rocking my Sakura Hop Rod, which it's been a hot minute since I've used it. But some interesting options, some smaller options. I will say, for those who are kind of looking at kind of a tier system for this, I honestly think that maybe the Rainbow Taxi is kind of the best option here when you're thinking about the meta. It's been a top 10 cart for quite some time, at least the last couple tours. So Giggler level 6 and level 8 unlocks are quite good. That's good to know. In fact, what are those? We'll just cover those now. I'm always captivated by these unlocks and which ones are good and which ones not. So, which level 6? Obviously, the level 8 is the Vanilla Lake 2T, the remix 2T. So this tour, the new track is remix Vanilla Lake 2. Is that correct? I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And yeah, Hero, you coming in clear right now.
Okay, good.
So
yeah, I was going to say, like, if you take him to level 6 or 7, I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but he's actually going to be a triple feature in both ranked cups, if that makes sense. So,
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take him to 7.
That's awesome. Yeah, triple feature, man. That's a great way to start. Hopefully Nintendo shows them some love. Sky High Sunday Lucky 7 goal is 190 according to the ACR bot. Thank you, Crazy. Thank you, Crazy. I don't mind leaving 10. I don't mind leaving 10 actions on the track. That's okay. Compared to because the base points are going to make up for that. But I mean, 170 to 180 actions for Giant Banana. That's kind of where it could be cutting it close. All right, so let us know. All right, here we go. 6 new tracks this tour. Yeah, Remix Vanilla Lake 1 RT. So basically they just threw an RT on the old Remix Vanilla. And then they came in with Vanilla Lake 2 RT. And then 4 variants of the Remix Vanilla 2. Thank you, Eva Taco. So basically they threw us 2 RTs of the old Vanilla Lake tracks. 1 being a remix, 1 being an SNES 2. And then they give us a remix Vanilla 2. Giggler has all remix Vanilla 2s. Yo! Okay. There you go.
Yeah, if you take him to 8, he's got all 4.
That makes sense. Sammy's happy with a Pink Dasher Mark II. I'm guessing a lot of people have the Cat Cruiser. Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Let's go back to the track. Yeah, I think the Cream Cat Cruiser was doing pretty well in the meta. It's one that probably people have pulled a lot too, just from all clear pipes, etc. I still think the Rainbow is where it's at. I would say the Chocolate Minibus was doing pretty well in the meta, and then of course this Gray Cat Cruiser, a good option for at least an option people have.
That's what I'm using.
I will say though, if you want to get a little little spunky. This is my little spunky pick, the yellow sub scooter. See if it got any other buffs here. It got Sky High Sundae. Looks like it got Vanilla Lake 2R, Remix Vanilla Lake 2T, and Vanilla Lake 1RT. So some interesting ones there. We kind of talked about this. The Remix Vanilla Lake 1RT, that should be a new track. The Vanilla Lake 2T should be a new track. The Remix. And then Sky High Sundae, obviously, a hard one to cover that we're just talking about here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's my little spunky pick, is that the yellow sub scooter. Shout out to the Beatles. Crazy, I'm going to have to buy the pink B-Dasher. My current best cart is the Tuk Tuk cart. Yeah, I will say, though, just like, all meta aside, just looking at hitbox only, which I think sometimes has been trumping the meta in some cases, the B-Dasher Mark II is, like, by far the largest cart on there. You have, like, the Rainbow Taxi, it's, like, probably, like, medium, and it's, like, bigger than most of these, which is just interesting. For me, it's the Cura Hop Rod, no doubt about it. And then here we go. Oh my gosh, the 8-bit 1-Up Mushroom is dominating again. Sakura Origami Glider has been pretty good in the meta, as it's been kind of doing this slow burn over the last 2 years or so. Some really good options though. This 8-bit Super Glider, which I might get this tour, to be honest with you, because it's just been everywhere. It's a top. Easily, maybe even the top glider after this buff, but it's been a former top #1 as well. Yeah, I would say where the carts very tough to cover. Gliders less tough, very very easy. I think a lot of people can follow the meta, or who have been following the meta, have some good options here on Sky High Sundae for gliders. Yeah, if I had to kind of tier it up, it's the 8-bit 1-Up, 8-bit. Yeah, for 8-bit 1-Up and 8-bit Super. So if you go 8-bit, you're never going to go wrong. But then it's also, I feel like you have to kind of go, then probably under that at tier 2, Sakura Origami Glider, I think has to be there. And then below that, probably the Sundae, probably the Mint and Berry Balloons. This was doing pretty well. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm still not into these cookies. I know Antilove loves those cookies. I'm not in on it, man. Not this. I know that every time it gets like this rank buff, you're like, well, it got a rank buff, so you're talking about it again. That's that should be enough to put it on there. But this is not I don't consider this buff a great buff for Yoshi cookies. As an example, you got 2 of some of the strongest gliders in the game, arguably 3 of the strongest gliders in the game. 3 top 10 gliders. Compared to compared to carts, this is pitiful. This is like you're gonna have to rock with something random, and that's why I'm saying like it's gonna be tough. I think a lot of people are gonna be using one of these 2 cat carts, cat cruisers. All right, let's get into it. Let's check out some coin box on the Sky High Sundae. Thomas, level 8 unlock for Gold Wiggler is meh, because Gold Chuck has that, plus the Larry Me suit. Okay, so Larry Me suit I have invested in. Let me turn on my music. Let's see if you guys can hear that. Larry suit, I'm a big Larry suit guy. I have him maxed out. So I would not consider that a very enticing option for my account, but hopefully for a lot of other accounts. I mean, I don't think a lot of other people invested in him. That's right. There is that item box there. I think I did a video on that as well. I'll have to go back and watch it. I might clip it for you guys. Okay, so I would say there are some areas they're not bad for Coinbox. It's just very jumpy, like with like gaps to fall down, like there, as a prime example. Yeah, what a fun track, guys. This will be fun. I just love these colors. Let me see if I can remember the strat. Yep, there it is. So there, just demo the extra bot strat for you. At least that's how I've done it in the past. Let me know if you have other tips for the viewers.
You can also like try and just store your glide and get the extra box as well. That's what I usually do.
Oh, that's right. Yep, you're right. You can kind of move to the left and move to the right. I'll drop the video link in the Discord, or you can just search the channel and Sky High Sunday Extra Box. But yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I can see that, especially for Lucky 7. Why'd I do that? Oh boy. Squeeze that out. Alright, 3 buffs for Larry Me. Woo! 2 for Santa. 3 for Wiggler Me. Those are 3 drivers that I have. Yeah, no, I think they're either Santa and Wiggler are triple uncapped, but all 3 of them are level 8. There's a strat to getting 3 boxes, I think. Oh, so like lap 1 and lap 2. Maybe that's what you're referring to, Crazy. Crazy would know. Crazy's got some insane talent. All right. Yeah, let us know if you have some additional strat advice. See if I have anyone in rank that I know. Nope. I don't recognize any of those names. Okay. Let's get into the brand new Remix Vanilla Lake 2. Anything you guys want to add about Sky High Sunday? I think it'll be interesting. We'll have you have a couple options. You got Coin Box, mostly Giant Banana. I think it's a great Giant Banana track. I think the extra strat. I would say Karts are gonna be tough to cover for that one. Glider's a little bit easier. You got plenty of top skill drivers. Just a matter of which one did you invest in, or are you willing to? Let's get into Remix Vanilla Lake 2. Here's what we have: Santa and Morton from the me side. You got some non-plus skill me's there. Light Blue, Shy Guy Explorer. Wow, okay, so he's basically your best option for non-me's. This is a tough one to cover, guys. Look at this. Unless you've gone into the meta, you got one option. And really even, I guess Toad Penguin is probably the most common, driver that people might have pulled just from random stuff. This is a tough top shelf to cover, which for me is all good because I've invested in the Mii's. All right, so we'll get into this track. We'll see if it's more of a coin box track, more of a Giant Banana track. Let me know though in the chat if you think that there's a better or more preferred skill.
Gold Wiggler can unlock this track as well.
That's right.
That's another option.
That's right. Honestly, I think if you're not going to the Mii's, I think this might be the one, a coin boxer that you can pull the trigger on a little early and really benefit for. Because this is brutal. Just Light Blue Shy Guy Explorer, unless you take him to, this is the level 6 unlock. So yeah, take him to 6, take him to 7. You're not blowing all your tickets, but to have him in ranked here is a huge advantage. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know between Giant Banana and Lucky 7, though. I would say that most of the Vanilla Lakes are pretty short, which makes things very tough for both of these skills. Coin Box is usually the best for a short course. Boomerang is usually good. Obviously, no Boomerang here, from what I can tell. All right, let's go. And so let's see. Is this a cup? No, it can't be a cup boost. Yeah, it can't be a cup boost. Never mind. All right, so let's go. Let's do Santa. I like Santa. All right, Kart's here. All right, so it's a pretty easy winner here with the blue Crawley Kart, which has been having a phenomenal year. What a great year it's had. Wiggler level 6 unlocks it. Yep, I'm with you there. Did gamble on Gold Wiggler to 7, 1430. His tracks helps me already. Yeah, I'm with you, Thomas. I think that's a pretty solid advice for anyone not invested into the Mii's. Again, this track, again, we'll get into it, but looks like it could be a good coin box track. As for other carts, man, it basically is Blue Crawley at tier 1. And then you maybe have the Strawberry Soft Swerve, maybe at kind of tier 2. And then it's tough, man. I would love to put like my little sneaky investment there on the Dolphin Drifter. That would be cool. I would say that a lot of people, the Silver Warrior wagon seems to be doing pretty well. But this is a tough top shelf. So there's two top shelf kart tracks that are there are two tracks where karts are hard to cover. DK Gladiator got DK Pass N and R, which are really great buffs for him. Yeah, that's a great boomerang track because of all the coins on the left and right side of the half pipe. I think Shy Guy Ninja had been rocking that one for a couple of those. But then I think you also had Santa Me, and I think Santa Me is the reverse.
Santa Me's on the R version.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I still think I think you're gonna get to the thing about DK Pass is you're probably gonna get 200 actions pretty easy, regardless.
Yeah, 4 boxes per lap, so it's an 8 box. So
yeah,
pretty.
But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things you can hit with the boomerang for sure. Cyberstops were looking really good recently. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this might be, for those who invested in it, this is a great tour for it. That's for sure. I think for everybody else, you're gonna have to pick between some of these. I think if you can go Blue Crawley, go for it. I think that one's a pretty safe investment. It's still getting good buffs. It's still peaking. That's what I love about it. I have not obviously invested in it yet. I will have to, if I want to do something where I'm maxing out coverage, this would be, man, this would be a tough one. But I think it's got to be Blue Crawley for a lot of players. This might be a good tour in general for Blue Crawley, kind of having that icy look to it. In fact, let's look at its buffs. See what buffs the Blue Crawley got. It's one that a lot of people invested in anyway. So it got Vanilla Lake 2, and that is it. Okay, so I take that back. This is the only Vanilla Lake Remix Vanilla Lake track that it got, which makes it, I don't know, they should have given it more buffs. That just seems like logical. But hey, you know, it's very efficient buff. You got one. It's a reoccurring, it's an assumed track that we'll see probably more often. Who knows? Hashtag Winter Curse. But either way, it's a solid cart. It's very efficient, ranked buff, in an assumed track. Let's go. Now for gliders, this 8-bit Super has been a really dominant meta glider. We have the Festive Holly, which has been doing pretty well. And then, okay, so Icy Mario's Mustache has been one that a lot of people went into as well. This is a tough one to cover for a lot of players. I think many of us who were following the meta would have invested in the 8-bit Super. Obviously, it's an 8-bit, so you should have invested in it. But there's plenty of other options that are newer. So, you know, you kind of have the spooky sprinkles, which I'm already expecting the other crazy to go into. Loves Halloween stuff. I know he's saving his tickets. But I think if I had to tier this up, it's 8-bit Super Mushroom, probably even Mario's Icy Mustache, and the Festive Holly kind of in that tier 2. Green Emblem's been doing pretty well, but I still think it's got a couple more tours to go before that is determined. That and the vanilla chocolate balloons, I might throw that in kind of in the tier 3 if I had to do one. The gold 8-bit has been kind of lagging comparatively. I think it's hard to compare the 8-bits to each other, but gold boom masks are looking absolutely insane. Okay, I'll have to keep my eye out for that. Let's get into the new track. We'll see. Is it a good Lucky 7 track? Is it a good Giant Banana track? Or is it nice and flat, perfect for Coinbox? I didn't get to see who was on the top shelf. We haven't run into a boomerang top shelf driver in ranked yet. So we'll see how, I should have looked at that. I do like the Igloo. Igloo's cool touch. Literally. Alright, so there's some penguins. I'm trying to think of like if I can hit these penguins with Lucky 7. Okay, some Igloo. I assume if you turn smart steering off, you can go in the Igloo.
Yeah, you can. It's like a shortcut.
So a gliding section. This may not be at. Oh, you could. Looks like you could kind of jump boost off the top of the igloo. So this is not a short track. I mean, it's like shorter. Can you get 200 actions? That's the question. I'd say this is probably kind of a medium.
It'd be tough. With Lucky 7 and Giant Banana, it'd probably be tough.
You think you can or you can't?
I mean, I don't think I'd be able to. Probably be too hard.
I think it might be tough to get 200 actions.
The last box is also like right next to the line, which is bad for lap 2.
Yeah. It's yeah. Interesting. I mean, you got a gliding section, you got plenty of stuff to hit with things, which makes, I think, Lucky 7 look a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I don't see that being a 200 action count track, though, for the other plus skills outside of Coinbox. I can see Coinbox getting 200 actions there. I don't know, what do you think?
Coinbox is probably the only one of the available skills that should do it. There's no boomerang driver.
Yeah. We already knew those, and then looks like we get Kart Pro. That's right, we talked about that, and then gliders for the All Cup ranking. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's check out the Rosalie Ice World. We don't necessarily have we don't have to race it, but it's been a while. I think this is the one that Pinkled Peach. We constantly get like the cup boost on, but I think Gold. If I remember, Gold Dry Bowser had this track. Somebody.
That was the T version. This is the different one.
You wanna say hi? Oh, Emerson says hi.
Hi.
We're just wrapping up, bud. You wanna grab some breakfast? Get you some donuts. You want some donuts? All right, I'll be up in a little bit. Okay. All right. Got Rosalie Ice World R. Oh, Petey. Gold Petey has the track. Lakitu, Nabbit, even Petey on there, Volendam. Okay, wow. So this is for Coinbox exclusive. Looks like Gold Petey might be the guy. Which it's been a while. Hey, you know what? He's been kind of overlooked in ranked. So I'll take it, man. That's exciting. Rosalie and Volendam, my beloved stud junior type. What's going on, Tokyo? How you doing, man? Yeah, I won't run into this, but just kind of I won't actually run the track. I gotta go upstairs now. It looks like. But I would say that this is a great PD Gold, man. He's been kind of neglected the whole year. He gets this rank track, Coinbox exclusive, but plenty of options. You can boomerang a lot, as you can see. Santa Bowser, Pinkled Peach. Got at least two coin boxers on the second shell, so boomboxing is certainly possible. And you get the super there with the Pit Crew Toad as an option as well. So I won't race it, but we'll talk about the top shelf. I think obviously if you have Gold PD at a high level like I do, you're pretty happy there. 4 carts, a lot of options here. A lot of options. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to be struggling for coverage here. This is an old track, guys. Oof. This takes me back. This is, a circa, 2019, 2020 track? Which seems like so long ago. Oh, man. So I think for a lot of players, I think the Crawley Kart, for those old school guys, again, the newer players are going to be using different stuff than the older players. And the day one players, they're going to be using Crawley Kart. That was a really strong one back then. Maybe even the Romby Rider. So many people were into that. It was doing pretty well in the meta. I was not, I didn't go into it as much as other people. It's got a above average hitbox, but not massive. But man, there's so many cards here. Yeah, I think I've had to kind of tier it up for man. So gold pipes are there. I think for a lot of people, the older school people are going to be probably using Crawley Kart. The newer, man, they might be using like Gold Bullet Blaster's been in the meta. Some people still been hesitant, but that's been really strong. Some have gone into the Lunar Cruiser. This is tough because none of these are like new meta, which is fine. I think
I think the red Comet on there. That one's probably the best.
The red Comet on the right, yeah, that one's probably a top 10 cart by now by this tour. Yeah, sorry if there's a loud background noise. I do have this like water pump over here, and yeah, there's a lot of cicadas and other stuff making noise. There's like a dock to go fishing if you wanted to. I think a lot of people, it's going to be whatever you pulled, like, right? So like whatever you pulled back when pipes were there, or whatever you pulled in all cup clear piping. So like for instance, a lot of people might have the hop rod at a high level, maybe even let's see what else they might have pulled. That sports coupe might be one that people pull a lot in the all clear pipe. This sushi racer.
The one I have at high level.
Is that the one you had? Yeah, I figured. Sushi Racer, another one that people pulled a lot. Just you play the game, you get free stuff, and then next thing you know, you have a level 5 or 6 cart that you don't want. But here it is helping you out on rank. So I think for a lot of people, might be, it's going to be an account by account basis. None of this is like really like meta crazy. But for me, it'll be White Bruiser. Oh, okay. Yep. So gliders, no exception either. There's so many. This is actually a lot more aligned with the meta comparatively, because you have some people who went into the pink gold meteors. You have obviously some of these mantas. You got the starry great sail, which a lot of people went into, and then of course you have the wonderful wings and Galaxy glider. Both have been #1 gliders at one point. Obviously Galaxy a lot longer ago. And so, yeah, that loadout looks pretty strong. That's what I'd be rocking with. Hopefully, I think this track, though, certainly easy to get 200 actions, right? This one's...
Well, I think this version of it, at least with Coinbox, you can probably do it, but it's a bit emptier than the TNRC version.
I still feel, though, if you're using, like, Nabbit or Lakitu, Party Time, I feel like you can get 200 actions. There's enough stuff going on. It's a longer track. You can kind of stall and get a double lucky 7. Bull and Dom, I think you can boombox this to 200 actions pretty well as well. All right, cool. Let's move to week 2, and I'll just get to the new tracks. Just kind of get some of the coverage. Obviously, it's cool to see Luigi Circuit back in All Cup ranking, but to see it in ranked is kind of weird. I figured they kind of stick with all the vanilla ice stuff. But we have Sky High Sundae R and the Remix Vanilla Lake 2 RT, which we have 3 RTs, I guess, introduced this tour. This one being the RT of the new track. And then Luigi Circuit RT. Let's start with Luigi Circuit RT to see what we got here. This is what I think was mentioned in the chat earlier, maybe by Eva Taco, just about Wiggler me getting a nice buff. Getting this Luigi Circuit RT, which is... I'm trying to think. We'll get into it, I guess. But interesting one. King Bob Gold is one that a lot of people are going to be using. Apparently, he's like, was he a week 2 ranked reward or something like that? I think they said.
Yeah.
Pink Shy Guy Ninja's on here. Regular Shy Guy Ninja. Pokemee for those who went into the Mii's, and then of course Luigi's are there because it's Luigi Circuit, and Luigi continues to get nice ranked usage in general. So yeah, guys, I mean, I think for those going to the Mii's, it's pretty clear. Wiggler all the way. For everyone else, hopefully you're using King Bob Gold. I think that's probably going to be the best option for a lot of players. Since it is not a longer track, I could see boomboxing this being a really good option. But I will say on the second shelf, you got Gold Luigi Knight and a lot of Mii boosts for the cup, moving from bottom shelf to second shelf. It looks like that's it. It's just one coin box driver that normally would have that track to boomboxing. Andy says the OG Starshoot was once a thing. Yes, I remember that. one of the best gliders in the game at that time. And so, yeah, Crazy says the Rosalie and Ice World R is 220 action count with Boomerang and with Coinbox. Hopefully that's easy for you guys. All right, cool. Thanks for jumping in there, Crazy. Yeah, so, I mean, I think hopefully you're using King Bob-omb Gold or Shy Guy Ninja. If you're not going with the Mies. Otherwise, you can also rock with the pink Shy Guy Ninja. But I think this is going to be one where you're going to want to use one of the top 2 skills. For me, I'll go the Wiggler Me suit. For carts, you got your G Seagulls, your black, your boo pipes.
Well, I'm actually in the silver Cupids.
Yeah, man, this is it's been a while. To be honest with you, it's kind of struggled a little bit, but here it is. It's got this nice track. It's been ranked. The silver Cupid's Arrow, though, has been really strong, like really, really strong. That might be the best card here. Camo Tanuki Kart has been doing really well in the meta as well. Yeah, I think if you have to kind of tier this up, it's Camo Tanuki Kart and silver Cupid's Arrow, kind of on that top tier. Below that is really maybe the Green Cat Cruiser. I just know it has really good coverage. It's a smaller cart though, and other than that, the White Fast Frank was doing really well for a while. Everything else is going to be kind of a speculative pick. I mean, you got some newer options. What I like about speculative picks is that if they give you something fun, something new like this, like the Boo Pipes, or maybe even this Mach 8R. I mean, I don't know if I would go. I don't think I would go into this Wiggler, this Wild Wiggler, or the Gold Slugger. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll be rocking though the Mark II. This is one of my more fun Mark IIs. And then here we go, Luigi Circuit RT with a lot of meta options for gliders. It looks like. Fuzzy Kite sticks out. This Green Cat parafoil stands out. But I think you have to give it to the Wonderful Diamond. And then you got the 2 older gliders that are still doing well. Well, at least the Sakura Origami glider is doing really well still. And then looks like the Galaxy glider getting a double feature, which is kind of interesting. What's up, Dojery? Boo Pipe. You're going to rock the Boo Pipe. Awesome, man. Silver Cupid's Arrow is on fire. I would say the Silver Cupid's Arrow is legitimately on silver fire. It's crushing it. Yeah, for me, I'll be rocking the Wonderful Diamond. But I could go into the Galaxy glider. So yeah, for those keeping track at home, if you had to tier this up, it's Wonderful Diamond, top tier, no doubt about it. The tier below that, I'd have to give maybe the Sakura Origami glider, maybe Green Cat parafoil. Oh, and Record Setter's there too. Man, goodness sakes. And then Fuzzy Kite. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I have to put the Sakura and the Green Cat parafoil maybe on the same tier with the Record Setter and Fuzzy Kite below that, and then Galaxy glider if you want to go. It's kind of a fourth. I don't normally give a fourth tier, but that one's a double feature, and it was a pretty strong glider at the time. Wonder or Fuzzy, you got to go Wonder, Andy. In my opinion, Fuzzy's fun. Wonderful Diamond is like crushing the meta right now. Might end up as the best glider at the end of the year. We'll see what happens. The 8-bit 1-up mushroom is just so dominant. So yeah, so I'm trying to remember which track this is. There are some narrow areas which are really good for the Giant Banana. Lots of twists and turns. I think if you can get like a lucky Giant Banana Frenzy like here, boom. And a little coin box, little Sammy D Golden Shower action. Now, this is not a long track, so it's the hard part about Giant Banana. You kind of want people to get hit multiple times. There's some coin box action going on there. Just missed that coin. Goodness sakes. That's right, there's this track is a little slippery. Maybe I'm just we had kind of a discussion on this in Kart Talk. What do you guys think about the track? Is it a little slick?
I think it is slippery because of the rain. They added made it more slippery.
Trying to stall here a little bit. This might be actually a good run. I think I dropped combo at some point, or maybe not. So giant banana coin. I think typically on those tracks you're going for a lucky. Giant banana. But that was a. If somebody has me on. There's an echo. So let's see. I got 154 actions. Thank you. It's fixed now. 154 actions. I feel like this is going to be tough to get over 200. It's going to be tough. I think if you're... I'm trying to remember here. I think you're good. If you're using King Bob-omb, even then you're a lot of jumps, a lot of different altitudes. I think it's going to be a tough one to get 200 action, even with King Bob-omb Gold. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's a bit slippery and short. It'll be hard.
Probably I have to take a look at the sheet. Probably like 180 or something. Let's get to... There's new Remix Vanilla Lake 2 RT. Again, we've been hyping up Giggler. He has this track, regular track. I want to make sure to verify that. Yeah, he has this track. It's not a cap boost or anything. I guess they don't do the spotlight boost anymore. And then you got regular Wiggler. This is our fear, is to get Giggler and Wiggler on the same tracks. We hate it when that happens. At least I don't like it. Not a lot of other plus skill options. I have like this cat me that I've kind of did this squirrely level 4 investment for. We'll see if I have to do. I think I have to throw tickets on Gold Wiggler. We'll see what happens. Giant Banana action count is 155. Coinbox is 170 for the Luigi Circuit RT. So thank you, Crazy. Appreciate that. I'm with you. It would be very tough to get 200 actions with King Bob-omb Gold. I could see someone like Crazy Melody, others, the other Crazy with an I, getting 200 actions on that track. But I'm honestly, that might be my run. The one, I think, what was it, 150? 150? Yeah, 136 or something like that. So that might be my run. Let's go into this track.
I was 150 something.
What's that?
I think you were at 150 something.
Did I get 150?
Right at the action count you need.
I'll take it, man. I would say I got a little golden shower, which I think made up for a couple of coins missed on the track. And somehow able to maintain non-stop combo despite running into at least one of my bananas. Cool. Yeah, so for this track, we have a giant banana and a coin box non-me. For those me's, you're kind of stuck. You might have to go cat, but even then, you don't want to go cat because let's be honest, you don't never want to go full cat. Even with me's, I think this is a phenomenal track for our new Giggler. Let's rock with him. Let's see what this is a good coin box track. Wow, for carts. Okay, Blooper Shuttle's there. All right, Blooper wins this one. Pretty clear. Blooper Shuttle has been having a great year. Gets this track. I would say though, little old school throwback with this ice blue Poltergust. Bigger hitbox. One of the bigger hitboxes we have. We got a lot of small carts here. That one's Daikon Rocket's pretty decent for my account. It kind of filled some gaps. That's why I took it to 7. But it's just cool to see a nice big older cart like this this Poltergust. I would say Blooper Shuttle probably in a tier of its own on that top tier. And then really there's no like tier 2. There's nothing else really in the meta that's very high. I would say Rainbow Streetle's there, but a lot of people have been already hedging it. But I would put Rainbow Streetle kind of at that second tier. Unfortunately, that hitbox, I have to move it down a tier, even though hypothetically, coverage-wise, probably on the same tier. Taco got the spooky balloons, and I'm already setting it to 6. Double uncap. Also, the same goes for Gold Boo masks. They're so good. Unbelievable. Gold Boo masks. So, I guess we'll get into the gliders here. Maybe that's what he's referring to. I've seen a lot of gold boot masks. Let me know what I'm missing. Week 2 is very rough for me driver-wise. Level 4, Level 2, and Level 3. Yikes, crazy. Yeah, even Taco saying week 2 is rough for him or her. Okay, well let's get into gliders. I mean these carts are rough. I think at this point in time I might have to just take this Daikon. I hate to do it, but I might have to take it. It does really well for my account, and again, I don't think it does a lot for other people's account. I'm just saying for me only. But I'll do the Poltergust on this just to take it back. I think for gliders, if you did not get this premium challenge, gold hard hat might be a little tougher. These are some new items. Looks like this is the new melon banana, or is this an old? I think it's a new one. I think I got yeah, this is a new one. As you can see, it doesn't have very many tracks. They did give it a lot of, well, at least 2 Sky High Sundays. I feel like they've been kind of holding back on the Sky High Sunday buffage. Maybe they're trying to keep it, so each year they just give 2 or 3 buffs, and then, it's kind of a tough one for people to cover. And then, man, yeah, so, if you look at the meta, the gold hard hat, tier 1, very easy. And then maybe the question block, 8-bit block glider is kind of a tier 2. That's it. I know Anselev's really into the Mosaic Starshoot. I think Eva Taco as well. I know some have been into the Red Checker Glider. I think Kareem has been into that. I like the look of the Jelly Shoot. What's cool is that they give you some options you can get a little ahead of the curve on and just kind of plant your flag on these newer items. But I think this is going to be a hard one for people to cover. As kind of everyone's talking about, week 2, really rough. Eva Taco, I'm waiting for the chocolate soft swerve for Remix. Vanilla Leg 2 RT. Yeah, okay, chocolate soft swerve. There you go. Otherwise, no options. Yeah, it's going to be tough. All right, let's get into the track. This is an interesting loadout, I'll tell you that. We'll see if it's a good Coinbox track. RT's traditionally not a great Coinbox track, but we don't have any options. It's either that or Giant Banana if you want to go regular Wiggler. This is a Wiggler track, either Wiggler or Giggler. No Miggler. I think I can call it that. I think it's safe to call it that. Yeah, he's medium. You can even tell right away. This is a fun cart. Actually, it's smaller than I remember. I feel like it was a bigger cart.
I think the wheels make you think it's big, but
yeah,
the actual body is small.
I think we just had so many bigger carts over the last couple years that this being an used to be a big cart comparatively is not that big.
I think I'm screwed here too.
Uh-oh. What's up, Luca? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Just got back from China. Haven't been on the game too much. Been doing the tours and that and been checking out what's going on, but haven't been consistent with it and doing all my token pipes and that, but had a good holiday. I'm back now and top 10 is on the horizon in the next, maybe it's next tour or hopefully Halloween as we have prepared for.
Uh-oh. Well, welcome back, man. I know you've been traveling like a madman this summer, but hopefully you're back there down under and enjoying life, man. Glad things are going well. This tour is, I don't know if this is a good Coinbox track, to be honest with you. Just a lot going on. It may not matter because it's like he's your only option, but I can see just being tough to collect.
How you been, Stud? What's been happening with you?
Yeah, man. You know what? I've been doing a little vacationing myself. Not quite internationally as you have. As you can see, I have we got this little house at the beach for the rest of the week. So I'll be here just hanging out at this house, and so until at least Friday, maybe Saturday. So I'll probably be going for or doing kind of like a little soft top 10. We'll see what happens. Thankfully, it looks like some of the meta Mii drivers have been buffed pretty well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll give it a run. What I'm worried about is time running out week 2, and I think from that perspective, it'll be fun to go for. But yeah, doing well, man. Life is good. It's been a really busy summer. Really excited just to kind of things wind down a little bit now that the work deadlines have kind of has slowed down. Migler.
Yeah, man. I hope you can get this top 10. We still need that top 10 for you.
Yeah, man. The thing has always been, it's just about timing, about like actually finding the time to do it, between being a parent and working. But I have the rest of the week off, so we'll see if I can. The thing was, is the very last time I went for top 10, I didn't even go for it until the following Monday. I think Rashid or Autodrift, I think both of them reached out and said, hey, by the way, there's a spot open. In fact, there's probably 3 spots open. If you start now, maybe you can get it. And this was, again, 4 or 5 days into the tour. So, and I finished 11th.
Bangkok, right? Bangkok.
What's that?
It was a Bangkok tour, correct?
It was around that period of time.
It was a Bangkok tour, I think.
Yeah, it was around that time. I went for three over 5 tours, and I think one was a Bangkok tour. But a lot of the Daisy Tie Dress buffs continued to do well. There was I think a shot. I think one of the it was like a Doctor tour or some kind of like one with a lot of Coconut Mall. I just remember this was when Vanilla Lake was doing really well. That's why I feel like this tour could be a good one, because I had pretty good coverage there. But that was with like Mario Saddle of You and stuff. I'm sure it's all changed now. But anyway,
long time ago, man.
I mean, it's just helpful to know that I was able to start 5 days into a tour and finish 11th. If it hadn't been for Zephiel coming out of a 1 tour retirement, I would have been there at number 10. No hard feelings, but yeah, again, I could have been there at top 10. Having started as late as I did, which is kind of crazy to think about. Remember to use Turtle Dude's Ticket Optimizer if you go for ACR. Great point, crazy. I might even use Ticket Time as well, just to kind of play around with a variety of things. I think ultimately, right away, I think while I'm outside here at the pool with my boys, I'll let my phone stay inside and do some voice commands and just kind of run that. Anytime I'm not playing the game, it should be running. Is the way I'm thinking about it. Get those tokens out of the way, and then whenever I am playing, focus on boomerang tracks. Giant banana for the first couple days, and then once I get the tokens out of the way, just crush some coin box. I might just go into the gold wiggler, even if it helps me on 2 or 3 tracks, like this one. It's gonna be worth it. I think it's been a while since I've gone into any of the coin box drivers. Even Gold Charging Chuck, Gold Luigi Knight are still sitting at low levels, which is, I think, especially for Gold Charging Chuck, surprising to many. So that was Vanilla Lake 2RT, and then we'll run into the Sky High Sundae track before we wrap up. I already know my son's up, probably. My wife's still here, so she can take care of him. But we got Sky High Sundae, our Rosalina swimwear. She's been one that she's still sitting at like almost a 7 flat. May not be worth investing for this one track. But then we got, so she's basically it. Not many me's. I'd be curious to hear, is this an unlock at all for anybody? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, it's Rosalina swimwear. So hopefully many have invested in her from the last couple tours. Maybe the bathtub. I'm already forgetting the name of it. What's the new track we got with the bathtub?
Squeaky Sprint.
Squeaky Clean Sprint. For karts, guys, it's Moo Off-Roader. I know that's probably why you showed up. Luca, it's just to gloat. Look at him. He looks awesome. But it looks like there are a couple meta options here on the top shelf. A lot of people went into the
Cupid's Arrow was there.
Cupid's Arrow was there. A lot of people went to that. Some people went into the this ice cream minibus, the chocolate banana. I don't think that one's in the meta by any means. But I think you have Jukebox Buggy. You got Cupid's Arrow. Those are old school meta carts. I have the Ice Dozer, which some people pulled a lot in different special pipes that were out there. This new Yeehaw wagon, but I think for those who have followed the meta over the last year or two, I think Moo Off-Roader is going to be your best option. You're always going to love the off-roaders. You're always going to have a fun time. This Cream B-Dasher Mark II is interesting, but I don't think a lot of people are rocking it. And then the White Bruiser was doing pretty well. So if I had to tier it up, obviously Moo Off-Roader, number 1, top tier. no doubt about that. I think even below
Cupid.
that, it's Cupidero and Jukebox, and that's probably it. And then below that, probably White Bruiser. That might be it. There's some other items you probably have at a higher level than this, but yeah, going Momo off-roader. And then we got gliders. Oh, the snow crystals are back. We've had some fun with them on the channel, at least between Frenzy Fan, Guy, and myself. Gold Wiggler featured 13 times this tour. You gotta love that. Some overlap, I'm sure, will be lost to the Miis, but I still feel like if I could use them for 5 or 6 tracks, definitely worth the investment.
That's cool.
I have some tickets. I think the thought process would be, could I? Because I have I think 33 driver cap tickets. So like if I were to take Giggler to level 8 quad cap, then maybe I can triple on cap. But like, would it make sense to instead, quad cap Santa me, or quad cap Wiggler me, or instead of kind of putting it all in one, would it be better to take these triple uncapped Miis to 4? And that's where I think Ticket Time, I'm hoping some of these other resources can help me out. But that's the dilemma. I'll wait. I'm not going to do probably any investments today. I'll wait and see what happens.
So do you have King?
What's
I
up?
know you don't have Gold Knight. Do you have King Mario leveled?
He's 7 double.
Right. So he's your Cookie Land driver. Wiggler has Cookie Land as well. So if you are taking it higher, he can be a better option than Cookie Land.
No, that's a solid point. Love it. Yeah, we looked at him, and that makes a lot of sense. I know that's the one. That's the one that Gold Me seems to keep getting the temporary buffs on. But yeah, I think long term Gold Wiggler, it would be great. It would be probably no brainer if he was a bigger hitbox, but that's obviously nothing we can do about that. All right, so for gliders, and this will be the last coverage I talk about, and then I got to run. Probably run at 8:30 here. But we have the snow crystals, which I think some people invested in. The red and gold umbrella, which is pretty strong. Polka dot manta, record setter. The minted berry balloons were really, really strong there last summer. And then we have even the rainbow flappy wings that GC Eagle loves so much. So yeah, I think if you had to kind of put a tier on this, I mean, honestly, I don't think there's any tier 1. I think everything here is kind of a tier 2. You have to be, and what I think is tier 2 is like they're past their prime or still a little early, but it's not like a confident investment where this is going to pan out for multiple tours. I just don't see one on this list, but I think if you had to kind of set that tier 2, that's where you're putting like record setter. That's where you're putting probably record setter, polka dot, and maybe mint and berry balloons.
Yeah, definitely mint and berry. They were a top glider for a very long time.
I think if you want to get spunky, maybe the rainbow flappy wings. And if you're, I have a hard time investing in really any of the ice cream now that we have 4 of them.
You and I both have that glider. It hasn't really had the chance, and that's the same thing with a lot of other items that have released in the last few tours. There's been a lot of city tracks that haven't had the opportunity to see many non-cities compared to other items that have had their buffing streaks. So it's yet to really have the opportunity to, stand out from the rest. But it's doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, maybe that's a good thing, right? So, like, if it's one that's not, surging during all these, kind of what we consider weaker tours, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's, if the surge was held back for something better, like this tour or other tours, you count that as a win. I don't know if this is the breakout tour, but it could come. I don't know if it's. I'm looking at some of these tracks, and it's kind of very outdoorsy and fun, festive, colorful, type of tracks as compared to seasonal, summer, winter. Maybe it could have some fun in the autumn. I see kind of a lot of sunset, a lot of kind of rich, deep golds and reds to its coverage. So, maybe it has a fun fall, kind of has some overlap with, the autumn again, I'm stretching here, but just kind of looking at some of its coverage,
No,
I can see
you're
that.
right. You're right. I get where you're coming from. I can see the tracks that you're talking about. Definitely does have a bit of theming.
It's like, where would you see like a parrot? You know, like it's like, oh, you know, Dino Jungle makes sense. You know, I don't know. We'll have to see how it
I
turns out.
don't know what the parrot's doing on the ice cream track, but he's just hanging out.
He's just hungry, man. He's having some fun. I still can't. Every time I think about a parrot, I think about the one line in Dumb and Dumber where he's got that. I think it's a parakeet, but I guess it lost its head and he sold it to a blind boy. That's another. Yeah. I can't stop thinking. Like when I think about like a pet bird, I think about. He's like, I just thought he was really quiet. Just like one of my favorite lines of any movie. In like a weird way. Sorry if that offends anybody, but just a funny line of a very funny movie. I would probably go back and watch a Dumb and Dumber. That movie.
Amazing movie.
So this is not a great coin box track, if I remember correctly. This one definitely.
No. Very good, very good. Siegel just got a run before 218, all by himself.
That's awesome. Where are the best places to get coin boxes? Because it looks like a lot of gliding and a lot of turning and a lot of very.
I think the second box is pretty good, like doing it on the edge of the tan.
I can see it right here.
Land
Good.
on the track.
This could be good
If
right
you go
here.
on the outside edge of the tan.
I really do like this track. Like it's a long track. I love the colors. It's an easy coin box track. A lot of straight lines. Obviously, you have the glider sections, but you have a lot of straightaways in between. Oh, that's perfect.
I would say
Look at
this
that.
is great for single boxes. This is not great for like
I think a coin box frenzy is good on this first box. That's where I got it.
where you got it. I have to see your run, man.
I
'Cause
had a
this,
golden shower going on at the same time.
oh wow! So that sounds like I'm looking at this. I'm like, where am I going to get a coin box frenzy? And I don't see how you got 215 on here. This is crazy.
It
They
was
didn't
just
really
playing
help too much
multiplayer
for
for fun.
multiplayer.
We accidentally got a run.
We're just doing our token pipe, the multiplayer pipes, and he goes, "Hold on, I'm in a run. Don't kill me." It's about a red shell, and he got a really good run from it. So
There you go.
easy track. Got the big hitbox Kart and the big hitbox driver.
That's
it
true.
always works.
That's true. That's true. I think this is one where you get a lucky you get maybe some coin frenzy. Single box coin frenzy, single box. I don't see. There's a lot of gliding, a lot of small, narrow areas where the coins cannot have like a huge space to land, and plenty of jumps and turns as well. I think there are some great sections. I think the second box and third box pretty good. If you were to get any type of coin box frenzy, that would be where you get it. But I think other than that, it's got to be singles. You got to crush the singles on this track. That's my opinion.
Yeah, there's a lot of great spots. I love that area where you're turning from the upwards area and you're going down. All the coins, they get like bunched up in a little area. You just pick all of them up when you're going downhill. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, guys. Well, that wraps it up. Anything I missed? This was fun. I'm glad I was able to make it out here and record with you guys. Anything I missed?
No, man. I think we've covered all of it, to be honest with you. Maybe we might get that announcement with a game-changing thing. I don't know if you've discussed that or not.
We have.
But hopefully something. I don't know what's going on with that.
We got a little excited about it last tour, but
we'll be patient. We'll just be patient. We'll let it happen. We won't say no.
It's there, which is important to know. Bro, streaming from a pool. What's going on, Nap? How you doing, man? The tour is so good. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun tracks. I'm gonna have some fun today. But don't forget your auto clickers, your voice commands. Get those coins out of the way. That we can really utilize your giggler and get. He looks like a great start for him. I think he's the big winner this tour. A lot of fun tracks. Vanilla Lake, it's not a long track, but it's also not a short track either. The other Vanilla Lakes have been like super short, really tough to get. 200 actions. This one's going to be a little easier, but not. I don't think any of these are like clear cut 200 action tracks. Especially even with the coin box. I think we were talking about like some of them kind of capping out at 170, 180. But I believe in you guys. I know with the removing of tokens, You can do it. I'm rooting for you guys. For those on my server, I might be in the VC just as the week goes on, as some more updates come on about potentially a top 10 run. I'm gonna see what I can do, and if we can get some good runs and it makes sense to make those investments, this would be the one. This would be one of the very few weeks I could do it. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But worst case scenario, I'll be in the Discord server. If you haven't yet and interested in becoming a member and hanging out with us, feel free to take a look at that as well. There's posts all over the chat about our Discord server, but hopefully you guys can join us. Great reaction, says Slay Me. As always, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing these. Looks like a fun tour. I'm pumped. Anything you guys want to say as we wrap up?
Just it's a good tour. I'm glad to have this track back after a whole year. The new track is pretty cool. Got a couple new items. I'm looking forward to that Spooky Sprinkler getting some Halloween tracks, hopefully, for my top 10. But yeah, it's good to see you, Studfit. It's good to just chat with you again. It's been a little while.
It has been a while. Glad you're back. Excited to hear about potential top 10 run for you as well, man. That'd be fun.
It's a matter of time. It's when I want that badge. The badge looks nice to me. It's going. I got over 100 tickets of each, so I'm beyond set for it.
Yeah, I would say Luigi Penguin badge, not necessarily the badge that I wanted, but beggars can't be choosers. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. But thank you, G Siegel. Thank you, Luca. I know we've had Hero on there as well. Hopefully, Hero, are you still with us? Probably headed out now. Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Until next time.